Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister says the government will continue to take steps for the development and prosperity of the Kashmiri people. The Corps Commanders Conference has pledged to counter any Indian aggression with a swift and decisive response. The security forces have killed 19 Indian-sponsored terrorists in Orakzai district of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. The All Parties Hurriyat Conference says Pakistan's constructive handling of the recent public demands in Azad Jammu and Kashmir reflected democratic commitment. 8 more Palestinians have been martyred in the latest Israeli attacks on Gaza. In the ICC Women's World Cup, the match between Pakistan and Australia is underway in Colombo. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has said the government will continue to take steps for the development and prosperity of the Kashmiri people in accordance with their aspirations. He made the remarks during a meeting with the government's AJK negotiation committee in Islamabad today. Shehbaz Sharif said public interest and peace are our priorities and they will continue to serve the people of Azad Jammu and Kashmir. The Prime Minister appreciated the efforts of the members of the negotiations committee for resolving matters in Azad Jammu and Kashmir in an effective manner. He said the Joint Action Committee also deserves praise for demonstrating understanding for the development and prosperity of Azad Jammu and Kashmir. Shehbaz Sharif said all matters have been resolved amicably in Azad Jammu and Kashmir, assuring concerns of the Kashmiri people will be addressed. He said we have always been protectors of the rights of the Kashmiri brothers and sisters and we will continue to protect their rights in future as well. The Corps Commanders Conference has pledged to counter any Indian aggression with a swift and decisive response. The forum met in Rawalpindi today with the Chief of the Army Staff, Field Marshal Syed Asim Munir, in the chair. The conference warned that any imaginary new normal will be met with a new normal of swift, retributive response. The forum expressed grave concern on the recent irresponsible and unwarranted provocative statements by the Indian civil and military leadership. Such rhetoric confirms to the well-known Indian propensity of whipping up war hysteria for political benefits. The participants agreed that unwarranted warmongering is likely to lead to heightened tensions and will endanger regional peace and security. They expressed the resolve to pursue comprehensive counter-terrorism operations across all domains to continue to dismantle the networks of Indian-sponsored terror proxies like Fitna al-Khawarij and Fitna al-Hindustan. 19 Indian-sponsored Khawarij have been killed by the security forces in an intelligence-based operation in Orakzai district. According to ISPR, during the intense exchange of fire, Lieutenant Colonel Junaid Tariq, leading his troops from the front, along with second-in-command Major Tayyib Rahat, having fought gallantly, paid the ultimate sacrifice and embraced Shahadat along with his 9 men. The 9 brave soldiers who paid the ultimate sacrifice include Naib Subedar Azam Gul, Naik Adil Hussain, Naik Gul Amir, Lance Naik Sher Khan, Lance Naik Talish Faraz, Lance Naik Irshad Hussain, Sepoy Tufail Khan, Sepoy Aqib Ali, and Sepoy Mohammad Zahid. The ISPR in its statement has reaffirmed Pakistan's determination to wipe out the menace of Indian-sponsored terrorism from the country, emphasizing such sacrifices of our brave men further strengthen our resolve. The President Asif Ali Zardari and Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif have commended the security forces for the courageous operation in Orakzai district. In the separate statements, they expressed sorrow over the martyrdom of brave soldiers of the Pakistan Army, including Lieutenant Colonel Junaid Tariq and Major Tayyib Rahat, during the operation. They said the martyrs are national heroes. In his statement, the President reiterated the resolve to completely eliminate Indian-backed terrorism from the Pakistani soil. He affirmed that the entire nation stands as a solid wall alongside its armed forces. The Prime Minister, in his statement, said the sacrifices of the fearless personnel of the security forces will never go in vain. He emphasized that we will not allow elements harming Pakistan's integrity to succeed. The President of China Asia Africa Trade Promotion Office, Ms. Hao, called on the First Lady Bibi Asifa Bhutto Zardari in Islamabad today. Asifa Bhutto Zardari said Pakistan, being an agriculture-based economy, could greatly benefit from China's modern agricultural technologies and expertise. She said efforts are underway to introduce efficient irrigation methods and reduce water wastage in the agriculture sector. The First Lady appreciated China's role as one of the leading global investors in renewable energy and expressed Pakistan's desire to further promote cultural tourism and educational exchanges between the two countries. This is Radio Pakistan giving you the news. The Minister for Science and Technology, Khalid Hussain Maksi, has emphasized the need for active community participation in disaster management. He was addressing an event at the National Disaster Management Authority in connection with the National Resilience Day in Islamabad today. He stressed that local communities must play a key role in ensuring that aid reaches the affected population during disasters. In his remarks on the occasion, the Chairman, National Disaster Management Authority, Lieutenant General Inam Haider Malik, said the people of Pakistan have proven through unity and spirit of support during every disaster that they are a resilient nation. He said NDMA's early warning system is of international standards and disaster-related information is now being delivered promptly to the public and the relevant institutions. The Chairman, National Disaster Management Authority, announced that Pakistan is establishing a national resource network to cope with disasters. Pakistan has called for combating all forms of terrorism and its root causes while ensuring that counter-terrorism efforts are not misused to violate human rights as the occupying powers are doing in Palestine and Jammu and Kashmir. The statement was made by the Deputy Permanent Representative of Pakistan to the United Nations, Ambassador Usman Jadoon, while speaking during a debate in the General Assembly's Legal Committee on Measures to Eliminate International Terrorism. Usman Jadoon said the international community collectively needs to do more to address prolonged unresolved conflicts, foreign occupation and denial of right to self-determination to the peoples under colonial domination and alien rule. He also underscored the need for addressing injustice, oppression and violations of international law under the pretext of counter-terrorism. The All Parties Hurriyat Conference has said Pakistan's peaceful and constructive handling of recent public demands in Azad Jammu and Kashmir stands in sharp contrast to India's brutal suppression and military occupation in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. According to Kashmir Media Service APHC spokesman, Advocate Abdur Rashid Minhas, in a statement issued in Srinagar, said the government of Pakistan effectively addressed the socio-economic and administrative concerns of AJK residents through dialogue and mutual understanding. He said Islamabad's approach reflected maturity and democratic commitment, as most of the genuine public demands were accepted and implemented in good faith. Talks on Gaza war to reach a deal for implementation of American President Donald Trump's 20-point plan are continuing on third consecutive day today at Sharm el-Sheikh in Egypt. President Trump's new team joined the negotiations today. At least 8 more Palestinians have been martyred and 61 others injured in the latest Israeli attacks on Gaza. Israel's aggression on Gaza has martyred now over 67,100 Palestinians since October 7, 2023. And now cricket. In the ICC Women's World Cup in Colombo, Australia have set a victory target of 222 runs for Pakistan. Batting first, Australia scored 221 runs for the loss of 9 wickets in this allotted 50 overs. And finally, the weather report. Mainly dry weather is expected in most parts of the country, while cold and hilly areas during night and morning during the next 12 hours. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official